So let's dive into LS1 and what it all entails. There are 8 different modules, and at the conclusion, you have a final exam and you get a certificate. So all exciting stuff. Going into module 1, we have light and lighting, a course overview. It really tells you about getting ready for the future, how to take the course, why study light and lighting, and where you are in the light delivery system. That can be confusing, and this all breaks it down for you. So it gets you a good understanding in it. And I think you'll find out if you're going to be in lighting that you might be in this for the long run. So it's good to understand all this. A lot of people, once they're in lighting, stay in lighting, and you'll find that in the industry. Module 2 is an introduction to sources. Now, there's more to lighting than LED. As much as you might think everything is LED, a lot of it's going that way, but there are other sources to consider and understand that this module dives into and explains everything out there for you. Module 3, lighting is a science. You're going to find that out in this module. In the next one, it talks about what is light, how do we see, where does color come from, the color temperature and CRI. It dives into everything you need to know to understand that. And module 4 gives you how we see. Now it talks about how the eye works, the factors affecting our ability to see, the eye and the task and the environment. It dives into all the science behind it, so you really truly understand how we see lighting. Module 5 gives you the LED basics. And I mentioned that at the beginning there, that not everything is LED, but a lot of it's going that way. So you need to understand the basics. And this module gives you everything that's needed to understand what LEDs are. How do they create light? What affects their performance? What types of light do they produce? It talks about lumens. And it also has a treasure hunt where you got to go out and actually find these sources in the field. You'll see that's one of the activities that's unique to this course. That you'll see throughout the different modules, and a nice way to really get a true understanding of what LED is all about. Module 6 is Filament Sources to LED. Filament Source is one of the original lighting sources out there, the incandescent light bulb halogens, and it talks about all the different shapes and sizes and what the lumens and the sockets are and the terminology, everything you need to understand so that you can successfully convert that filament source, if you choose to LED. This explains how to do that. Module 7 is the same kind of concept, but this is fluorescent sources. One of the most prominent sources that are out there in the market, especially in the commercial marketplace, is a fluorescent. And it gives you the idea of what lamps and ballasts and luminaires, how they create light, the difference between drivers and ballasts, and then comparing fluorescent and LED systems to each other. Module 8 is HID sources to LED, another common source you will see a lot in exterior lighting, sometimes in the interior still. And it talks about converting that to LED. It talks about the lamps and lumens and luminaires, how they create light, comparing systems, and then even some control basics with that. So all important items that you need to understand if you want to be successful in lighting. And once you get through those 8 modules, you conclude with a final exam. And if you pass that final exam, then you get a certificate of completion, and you can start using the LS1 designation in your signature on business cards or your email address. And it will show that you've taken your career to the next step, the next level, and you are now LS1 certified.